Hey guys, we're in Bangkok, the vibrant capital of Thailand. We've been dreaming of this trip for so long, and now that we're finally here, we're diving straight into the chaos and of course the food this city is famous for. Straight after arriving, we made our way to the most famous mango sticky rice shops in the city. Today's mango is sour. What? A dream's just shattered. But at least they tell you up front that today's mango isn't ready yet. We didn't want to give up on something sweet, so we tried this coconut and sago pudding topped with sweet corn. Creamy, slightly salty and a little wobbly. It was definitely not the sticky ride experience, but it was an interesting way to kick things off. Little did we know our mango redemption was coming sooner than expected. We wandered through our local night market, which was absolutely buzzing even this late at night. We found what we'd searched for, the real mango sticky rice. Here the sticky rice is cooked with coconut milk and sugar until glossy and fragrant and topped with crispy yellow mung beans. The mango, fresh, juicy, perfectly sweet. A total comeback. On to our next snack. This vendor had all the moves. She stretched out the dough, slapped it onto a hot griddle, cracked an egg on it, and layered those banana slices. Each move done with precision. Once it started to become crispy, a dangerous amount of butter was added. Caramelized and crispy, it wasn't quite done just yet. Cut up into some manageable pieces, it was then laid with drizzled chocolate and, of course, condensed milk. Pure late night happiness for around $2. With far too much sugar in our system, we took the ultimate Bangkok ride home, the tuk-tuk. Tell the driver your destination, agree on a price, and then hold on. These rides are wild, but honestly one of the best ways to feel the energy of Bangkok. We arrived laughing, wind blasted, slightly terrified, but in the best way. Our hotel was spacious and modern. The comfy bed and soft lighting were exactly what we needed after that wild tuk-tuk ride. We also loved the little touches. A small coffee and tea station. Cold bottled water in the fridge, perfect for the humidity here. And even umbrellas for those sudden Bangkok downpours. But the best part of this hotel was the next morning's buffet breakfast. This is a bit like stepping into a mini food festival in Thailand. There was a full pork noodle station with the broth and pork gently simmering away. The Thai breakfast options lean towards more savoury dishes like this sweet and sour soup, rice porridges, stir-fried noodles, and even some spicy sides that normally feel like a lunch or with dinner plate, like this Penang curry. They even had a selection of sweets, like this was dinner. They had your classic Western choices as well, but they also topped it off with some fresh juices like this guava juice. I committed myself to the curry for breakfast because if there's anywhere you can do that, it's Thailand. A pretty incredible way to fuel up before exploring Bangkok. We hopped on the BTS SkyTrain, gliding above the city before arriving at Erawan Shrine. The shrine honours a Hindu god also revered in Thai Buddhism. Visitors prayed while traditional Thai dances performed, hired by worshippers hoping their wishes will be fulfilled. Coffee time! After that quick stop in Bangkok, you're never far away from a fashionable cafe. This one, A Keen House, was a work of art. It felt like stepping into an art gallery, warm lighting, handcrafted decor, and the smell of fresh espresso filling the air. We couldn't resist their breakfast menu either. A soft sourdough toast with a thick cut pork belly, sweet glaze and a perfectly cooked egg. Honestly one of the best breakfast bites we've had in any country. Next up was Phed Mark, Mark Queen's spicy paradise. The whole menu revolves around pad krapao, a meat stir fry with holy basil, garlic, chilies and served with rice and a fried egg. We went with a chicken and also a pork, but only chose the level 3 spice. Now if you know Mark, you know he always adds some extra chili. so we added his special chili vinegar sauce, which is dangerously spicy, tasty, aromatic, and fiery. But surprisingly, wasn't the best kaphrao we'd have on this trip. We actually found a better one, so stay tuned for that episode. To escape the midday heat, we hit Terminal 21, one of Bangkok's many mega malls. After a little bit of shopping, we decided to grab a Thai milk tea, sweet, creamy, and instantly refreshing. As evening arrived, we went to Yaowarat Road, Bangkok's Chinatown, and it hits you the moment you arrive. Neon lights glowing in every direction, and the smell of sizzling garlic, smoky charcoal through the air, and the crowds weaving past food carts like a constant river. You'll even find some traders selling fresh vegetables the old way, and if you're brave, something right out there. And with so much happening, the hardest part is deciding where to stop first, which brought us to the classic street food favourite, the Thai crispy crepe filled with sweet egg yolk, crunchy on the outside, soft and sugary on the inside. Another popular one to try were these soft buns which are toasted over charcoal and then filled with something sweet, custards of any choice and any flavour you can think of. This one we packed away for later. This one I highly recommend, the coconut pancakes. Made with rice flour, sugar and coconut milk poured into a hot mould, you get crispy edges and molten creamy centres. It's burn your mouth hot, but totally worth it. We shifted hotels and stayed at Asai Chinatown, right in the heart of it. Rooms were new, clean, and just that little bit fancy for us. A welcome change from some of the mid-price hotels we have back at home. No coffee machine here, but who needs it with Thailand's many cafes? The room here was reasonably spacious, but the bathroom was definitely a standout. It was brand new and had a nice big shower.
At least the bathroom's clean.
Now turning back to that toasted bun snack. One was filled with pandan custard and the other a sugar butter.
Ooh.
How was the taste?
Yeah.
Sugar butter.
Crispy.
Oh wow. Here. Does it taste like sugary bread? Just that? Yeah.
Haha, good night. The next morning it was time to hit that breakfast buffet. Once again, another huge spread with a slightly fancier looking offering. We started at the pastry and egg station, sampling the Thai tea cakes and a variety of sausages and different egg preparations. Next we moved on to cold meats and salads, a colourful array there, before moving on to the hot food section, which is a real treat. Prawn toasts, pad thai, stir-fried cabbage, even steamed bao. They also had a bit of a specialty, the fish maw soup, which if you don't know, is the fish swim bladder. But then we found the real highlight, a DIY Thai milk tea station. Condensed milk goes in first, oh, perhaps a little bit more, and then a strong, fragrant tea. And trust me, this is about a quarter of the condensed milk they usually put in. Not a bad spot to enjoy breakfast though. We must say, we were still dreaming about that Penang curry on day one. If you get up early, Bangkok is a lot calmer and cooler, and it had us exploring the city. Just next to Chinatown, we arrived at Song Wat Road, an area that's recently become trendy, where old world charm meets modern creativity. Refurbished shop houses, street art peeking from different corners, and different cafes inviting you in for a coffee or a snack, or in this case, matcha. This area has a unique personality compared to bustling markets and neon chaos elsewhere in the city. After exploring the area, we reached the ferry station, which was just about underwater. There are a few boat operators, but the staff there help you take the one you need. Did the water alarm us? Definitely. But Bangkok floods pretty often, and today was one of those days. What was more alarming was potentially the ferries. Some looked like they'd seen better days, but thankfully our one was a nice new air-conditioned ferry, which felt like an absolute miracle. A quick trip across the Chao Phraya River, we arrived at our destination. As we pulled up to our stop, the crew flung open the door, which was slightly alarming, and we hopped over the sandbags onto dry land. Sketchy, yes, but we made it. As we were entering a religious site, we needed a bit of a clothing update. A small donation is required for the extra clothing before entering Wat Arun, one of Thailand's most iconic temples. With over 300 years of history, it's covered in a colourful porcelain and decorated with statues of ancient warriors, animals, and mythical figures. A beautiful place up close and from every angle. You can also dress in traditional Thai clothing and hire photographers here, and honestly, they know how to get the perfect shot. The heat though was intense, so credit to these tourists who stuck to it and got their photos done. For us though, it was a bit too much, and we had to hop back on the ferry to find some respite. And to make matters worse, this one wasn't air conditioned. Finally, food time again. The roast meats hanging outside Hagao were calling our name. Walking into Hagao, you're greeted by a warm, traditional vibe with a retro plastered wall with old Cantonese posters and lanterns hanging from the ceiling. We started with the famous shrimp dumplings, what it's known for. They were chewy, bouncy, and had a perfect texture. Then onto the Three Kingdoms roast platter. Char siu, roast pork, and duck, all drizzled with their house-made sauces. Their char siu was out of this world. A great meal, we'd give it 4 stars. Don't forget to try the sauces here in Thailand. They always have something special and tasty. Yep, definitely time to stretch those legs and get moving. So in our next episode, we'll be exploring a train market where vendors pack up their stalls just as the train rushes through. It's chaotic, hectic, and totally unforgettable. And after that, we're off to a floating market, gliding along the canals and checking out all these colourful boats with food cooked on board. You definitely won't want to miss it. So hit that subscribe button and we'll see you again in the next one.